Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey, Chris, and I shall be talking about Your Honor on Showtime, episode 4. The Kofi got it. Kofi Jones really got murdered. I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen like that, but it did.
R.I.P. Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Pouring out some water for him.
Yeah, man. That was horrible. I'm glad they didn't show us like him, being beat. I don't know if I could took that, but.
For one, I think because was he like 16? I mean, well, we did see Adam hit another young kid.
Wow.
But,
I mean, that was graphic. That was hard to watch. That was probably one of the hardest things I've seen on TV.
What if what they might do? They might do just similar to like how you did not see Homegirl die in The Undoing until like the last episode, and when you unfolded how it went down. I'm just saying, just prepare.
All right. I mean. Only if they truly investigated, which they won't. I mean, they just ruled this guy's death. We don't know what happened. He just died. Like, if they were really going to look into it, if somehow Lee was actually going to get the authorities to look into it, I could possibly see that. Because they're trying to, reconstruct the crime to see what happened to him. And if they were going to go that route, I would agree with you. But the fact that he's dead, now his whole family's house was destroyed by the Baxters. Like,
why? Why did they do that? I mean, you got the kid. Like, what was that supposed to do?
So the wife wanted them to send a message. Gina Baxter said, if their perspective is the Desire crew attacked us, therefore we have to not only kill the one who killed our son, but now we have to send a message to tell them we are not the ones to fuck with. Like,
I don't think that would work for me. Like, you killing soldiers is one thing. You killing like Kofi, you kill like maybe other members. That's what you do. But at that point of you murdering a woman and several children, I don't know. I mean, yes, I know it's a TV show, but I don't know in real life of you just sending a message by killing kids and women that's going to go very well. They're going to be like, oh, hell no. Like, oh, what all guns we got here? You know what I mean? It's one thing if you take out, and see, and that's the thing. I thought they're going to take out, if anything, you take out a drug house. Take out a drug house. You take out a grieving mother's house. No. Like, I mean, yes. I mean, maybe in this show they will like that will kind of send a message, but in real life, like you did that with my family, or like did like someone who I'm trying to like help out and be like, hey, I'm gonna look after your family and whatnot. You did that to me. Yeah, I don't. All I'm going to see is red. I'm going to forget the fact that you are so powerful and the fact that you just killed a grieving mother and all his siblings. All I'm going to see is red. I'm gonna even forget how much juice you have. I'm just going to even if I go out in a blaze of glory, I don't know how that was not a smart play in my opinion. Like
it was emotional, and that's why it seems like next episode there will be like the counterattack or something. But anyway, we'll talk about it. It ain't gonna be much, but I mean they're gonna make an effort. But so anyway, every family is like trying to do it from their own perspective, right? So you got Tommy, you got the Baxters. So some of you got Tommy Baxter, Gina Baxter. Gina really pushing this shit because she will not let her husband forget that he's the one that bought that motorcycle. Like,
damn, yeah,
dude, like you need to get a divorce like right now, like because you will never live this down. Like,
you can't get no divorce. I mean, they're both. You know how much she knows. You can't divorce that.
You can divorce her or kill her. One of them,
like a scorn wife, especially of like you being a scorn wife of someone who's that powerful.
So we don't know if his power. So that's a good point. Does his power come from her, like her side of the family, or him? Because she's not. She's a liability. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point to him, she's running that game. Like when he found out that she went behind his back and got that shit set up in prison anyway. Like he was not happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's mostly her. I mean him, but and at that point she was playing she's just a grieving mother and she just wanted revenge. You know what I mean? So I think it's mostly him calling the shots overall as the family, as far as the whole business of it. But as far as this particular thing that happens to their kid, yes, it's her. But the whole business thing is it's him. I believe.
That's true. Stacey, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was interesting that she set the older son to kill Kofi, knowing that he would be released in a few days or a week or something.
Yeah.
Like he was at the end of his sentence. So you put your son in a position where he can't get out of prison to avenge his other brother's death.
She didn't at first. Remember, they put out those other two inmates that was trying to get.
But that's why I didn't get. Why didn't he?
It was an infirmity.
Get somebody else to do it.
Well, no. So here's what. Basically, it was the whole thing was botched, and then they messed around and wound up being the son instead. They basically was trying to get the other inmates to do it like to have the other inmates do it. Obviously, the guard walked in, and I don't think from the next play from that, I don't think Carlo, the kid, the job was to go and to kill him. That wasn't the play. But all of a sudden, here's the kid at his cell, and all you could see was red, and he just beat him to death.
But why even send the son to the same prison if you didn't want the son to do anything? You could have just got anybody to go kill Kofi.
Yeah, that's true.
It was part of the plan, but somehow now they got the warden to be like, well, it didn't happen because we can't have murders in my prison. So take your butt back the way you were, and he's gonna get out. Like there will be no consequences for any of this, like on him. So he got.
They already said. They said that they made it. The warrant said something about like they said, oh no, that there was no crime. I didn't see. There was no crime.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm basically saying that like they already kind of basically told you that he will be going out in the next couple of days. So damn.
My question is, why has Frankie and his crew, his forensic team, not looked into that inhaler? Like he found a bloody inhaler. That was supposed to be the key piece of evidence that was going to point this whole thing at Adam and Mike. And I'm like, why hasn't that gotten looked in? Like, why haven't they got looked into that? And how did they destroy the car already? Like, that's evidence. And it's still an open investigation. Like, they just crushed that car. Like, how was that Charlie?
They got their man and he confessed. And that's probably the same reason why the inhaler wasn't investigated on. They were like, oh, they got this kid who was most likely who they know he stole the car. And that car was actually linked to this kid, to the Baxter's kid being killed. And he comes out in court and says guilty. After that point, okay, you got your guy. Like, I mean, at that point, why would you want to investigate the inhaler on Baxter's end, and then on the cops' end? Like, at that point, okay, cool, it's settled. Court dismissed. Fine. Luckily, this big old pamphlet that I have of a case is now settled. Case closed. They think the case is closed. And
I think they would have gave the car back to the family, to Adam and Mike, and then let them, like, if they want to get rid of it, so be it. But I'm saying the fact that I think they would, instead of involved
in murder, I don't think they would ever get that car back to them. They would impound that thing because that thing was used, whether it was on purpose. Like, even in real life, if you wind up actually, even if somebody darts in front of you or whatnot, most likely that car, they're going to impound that car, whether you say so or not. You see what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying, but again, I just crushing it. I just thought maybe Charlie was able to get the thing like destroyed, so no one would further investigate it and find out, and find Adam's stuff in it. But it's fine. I mean, it's somehow the Baxters figure out it was Mike and Adam, and then this show's gonna turn quickly, towards them. So I'd be interested.
I thought the baseball was going to snitch him out. I thought the baseball was going to snitch him out.
Yeah, I thought the baseball.
Yeah.
What is with the baseball?
Well, that was the kid. So that was Adam's baseball that Kofi found, like, when he took the car out of Joyride. Like, he saw it on the floor on the passenger side.
But they keep focusing on the baseball. Like, there's something about baseball.
And that is why, and think about it, and that is why Michael knew so much about that name. Because the ball belonged to his son.
Oh,
was on the floor of the. So yeah, if you watch, what was the episode that Kofi stole the car? Just two, I think.
The one he used to bribe himself out of prison.
Yeah, I'm like, how did he somehow this is a get out of jail free card? This is a very important ball. That's what I'm saying. Like this call is like legitimate to like a lot of things going on, It was a bit. And then that Eugene
now the house
couldn't even
is
read it. And then I was like, they're like, the gangster was like, man, get yourself an education, son. I'm like, man, this is sad as shit.
Yeah. How did they get the ball back? Because if he used the ball to bribe the police officer would have had the ball. And then when he got rearrested, he wouldn't have the ball. So why would it be with his stuff?
So remember when he was arrested? So remember when Kofi was arrested and he was talking to that other black cop behind the desk? Remember he was waving up like the different evidence and whatnot?
Yeah.
I believe that was one of the evidence. And I don't know, because I think either I forgot what the circumstance was that the evidence kind of went back to him or something. I don't know. That part I don't remember.
It doesn't. I'm saying if it was evidence, it shouldn't. Anyway, somehow it ended up in his personal effects when it's all said and done. And like she's saying, if the cop should have kept the ball because that's how he got out of prison, but somehow it got returned to him.
That's right. So they seemingly released him. If you remember, they released Kofi, which means they gave up the evidence back to Kofi.
They released him because the cop let him go
and then the cop threw him in the car and gassed him up.
But he shouldn't have had the ball, is what I'm saying. Like, if I bribe you with money, you take the money.
I don't get the money back after I'm out.
You don't give me the money back.
Yeah, I don't. It's okay. We'll see if the ball somehow breaks this whole thing open. But I mean, it was just weird that they keep on focusing on this ball. We get a new character, Elizabeth, which is apparently Mike's mother-in-law, who's a senator. So
that was one powerful dinner table right there,
bruh.
That was the most powerful dinner table ever. So you got a judge, you got someone running for mayor, you got the district attorney, you got the detective and the senator all at one table just to crack open some shrimp.
I was like, but when she swooped in and saved Michael for beating up his friend for talking about his teacher lover, that was hilarious. Well, let's just back up because once again he's like, hey, Franny. She's like, keep your mouth shut. She's like, I killed this man. Just let me say it to you. I was like, what? Like, do you not understand what I'm telling you right now? He's like, it's fine. He's upset that she can't confess murder to his. She's like, if you open your mouth about this, you can open your mouth about. Yes, that's what I think. That's what I think. If you run your mouth about murder, you're gonna run your mouth that you're fucking your teacher. Yes, I absolutely do think that. I mean, he's.
Well, I mean, especially, I mean, I don't know if she knows the day that I would imagine. Well, I guess it's big news. So, if she knew what he did and she saw the date that he did it, oh shit, Adam was with me that morning. So if they wrap him up, clearly they're going to know what, like the whole timeline of what he did, which means I'm now going to be implicated of sleeping with a student. So. So yeah.
Well, I mean, he felt that that's what she thought. She was like, well, no, that's not what I'm saying. She's just saying we don't need to be discussing murder at the school. Like, this is not the time nor the place. Like, we can talk if we want to talk about this later, but I don't want to talk about it. Like, he needs therapy. Anyway, it just when his friend was like, I want to send her a dick pic. One, that's a crime. Let's just start there. Like, if he would have sent that, like, that's child pornography, even if it's your own stuff. That's still child pornography. You can't just.
Yeah, I don't think any boy that age is going to care about that. Just to let you know. That's realistic in the sense of like.
Acknowledge. I'm just saying the dude like whooped his ass. One, that would be a sign to me that he's fucking the teacher. Like if he beats up his best friend over this, I'm like, there's something going on, bro.
You know what's so funny? He didn't even beat him up. Yo, this school is so soft. This school is so freaking soft. We don't allow violence in there. Oh, he pushed him. He pushed him and barely like he's like yo. And then so if anything, like he grabbed his shirt. I looked at it. I was like, he grabbed his shirt. He's like, we do not. It says we do not allow violence in this school. And when someone is violent, we expel them. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I was in a freaking private Catholic school and got in fights. You get like maybe a Saturday detention or not. What type of school was this? Huh?
That was the 80s, Chris.
The 80s. Oh,
they didn't know anything about active shooters in the 80s.
Right. Wasn't nobody shooting up schools in the 80s. You got beat up, you just took your L and go home. Moving.
Yeah, it was like literally you get like a Saturday detention, and this one's like you get expelled for shoving someone. Yeah. Like
unless your grandmother is a senator, and then it's like, never mind.
Never mind.
And that's when the dad was saying that, why would you call her? She's a senator. Hello?
I mean, he still got suspended though. You notice he still got 3-day suspension.
But he still got an education. Okay. And he
expelled.
He didn't get expelled. And she's like, it won't be on his front. Then he puts his head in her lap. How old are you? Like, we got some things to work out, son. Like, you just, with his mom dead, he just looking for some woman to love him or mother him or something. And maybe that's where Franny was. Maybe Franny was like that soothing mother, daughter, whatever sister figure that he was looking for. And maybe that relationship just went where it shouldn't. Okay. But like, and Elizabeth must be some kind of former detective or something, because she was running down that story. And I mean, it was so specific. I thought Mike called her and told her the alibi, and she was testing him, right? Like, just to see if he held up.
Yeah, she was asking so many questions. Like, what type of flowers? That day. What did it say? What did the card say? I'm like, shut up. See, that's the thing too. I mean, like, obviously, I would have got smacked in the face, but at that point, I wanted to be like, Grandma, shut up. Like, you know, that was like, she was asking too many questions. Like, it's like, shut the hell up. I barely even see you. Like,
where's she been? She should have showed up on the anniversary of her daughter's death anyway. Like, she should have already been at the house. Like, it shouldn't be you have to get a phone call. Like, she should have been like,
well, no, she was at the cemetery.
Well, my point is, she should have been at the house to get her grandson and make sure that they go over to the graveyard together, or when she's at the graveyard and see that no one else showed up that day, she goes over there, calls the phone. Where the hell are you, ungrateful son-in-law? Probably fucking your intern.
Well,
he that too.
Dude, she was up in that ass. She was like, so Lee? Is that may I call you Lee?
She remembered her. Like, dude. Oh, were you the assistant?
The intern, not a intern, the intern. So this ain't the first time that Michael has tasted a little chocolate, apparently. And it became a topic. I was like, so you want to discuss a case at night at your house?
I think this was the first time. I mean, you know, maybe he was attracted by then when she was an intern, but no. No,
this was a conversation, bro. Like, this wasn't the first time that her name came up.
The first time combo.
Something happened.
Like they exchanged. Look, they didn't. What I'm saying is, they never, up until episode 3, they did not have sex.
All right, but there was something going on enough that that Robin knew about it, that the mom knew about it. Something happened. If she said the intern and she focused on this woman and she was like, well, yeah.
She up looking at you all dreamy eyed. Robin was so jealous. Tell me why I was so afraid. I thought that because Adam is, I don't know what the hell's going on with Adam. When he started showing the pictures, for some reason I thought, oh my God, he's going to show pictures of like all the bruises on him.
I did.
I was like, no. I was like, or even Franny, I guess, like, because he took pictures. I was like, what is he about to do? And there's like, oh, Robin's like, oh, I've never seen these. I'm like, okay, thank God.
I thought he was going to be like, Grandma, here's my work. And I took some photos of my body.
Yo.
Where the bruises, especially with the detective sitting right there. I just knew she was gonna be like, "What's up with these bruises on you? When did this happen?" I fell.
You know how screwed up that whole, like, you got 3 people at that table where it was like, oh shit. Like, all 3 of those women are all dangerous in their own respect. I was surprised that the homeboy
Charlie said.
Huh?
Charlie told him she was dangerous.
How was it that Charlie wasn't freaked out at that table? Like, I was so shocked. Charlie was just sitting there like, oh, like, hey. If I was Charlie, like,
he's keeping it smooth. He already, he and Michael already had that conversation. He's like, this dude is dead. He's like, yes, he's dead. We're not. Let's keep this shit moving. He's like,
but the moment that Django went underneath the table and grabbed that bloody rag, how come Charlie, like, no one was freaking out? And then on top of that, why wasn't Michael like? Michael should have looked at bloody rag, but like, let me move towards the table so they can see the bloody rag. So, whoops. Okay, now let me come up with a story since they now saw it. I'm like, dude, up until now, you've been very smart. What the hell? Like, you being kind of curious of what Django was going after, fine. Okay, I'll let that go or whatever. But the moment, like, I don't know.
Once you recognize it, you like, I got to take this dog outside.
So, at that point, I'm like, oh, shit.
Let me. This dog just shit in the house. I gotta go outside and take care of this. Like I would have been like,
I would have made some. You know what I would have said? I would have said, oh yeah, I was seeing another woman, and she didn't have any at the time. She didn't have any pads on her. Sorry. And then bam, it's like, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys. Man, that's what anything would have been better than what he just said. I'm sorry. As much as crazy that would be. But just been like,
Chris. Okay, for the record, he didn't make an excuse for the blood. He changed the story to focus on his wife. Like he was like let's, for the record, he just put the rag in his pocket and was like, hey guys, you know what? I just been missing my wife. I should.
All of them going to remember that blood. I
understand your point, but like, let's not. Okay, like I'm just saying, he didn't make up story for the blood. He was just like, let's put this in my pocket and act like my dumb ass didn't present this to my investigator.
Is that blood? Her actual line was, oh my God, is that blood? And then they were like,
we gotta get up out of here.
Bruh, nah, man. I would have like added some like, hey, oh yeah, I had a homegirl that came over. Stop. And then she made a mess or something.
I cut my hand.
No, you can't say cut your hand, because literally you'd be like, oh, your hand is clear. There's no band-aid. Well, you say that about a woman or whatever, then guess what? Everyone, that's
you don't know how long it's been bloody. I cut my hand. We have to move. Anyway, the blood will come back. We all know that. The rag is going to come back. Adam's response when he found out that Kofi was not just didn't die, but was like tortured and murdered in prison, and he's like running outside. Again, Mike is like, look, this is all terrible, but we can't go to jail, like, okay, or be murdered by the Baxters. So let's remember why we're lying.
It'll be death.
Like, it's like we need to keep this shit together. Like, you got to be in control of that. Yeah, because I'm not confessing to the teacher I'm humping because I got some sense. So like one of us needs to be mature about this, except for Charlie, who's like, hey, bro, you know you can't be having sex with Lee, right? I mean, because she might get us and put in jail, right? Let's keep this shit moving.
He didn't say there was a problem with him sleeping with Lee. He said him falling for Lee. He said don't be falling for her. You know what I mean? She's so dangerous.
But that's because Michael still has a sense of morals. Like, he's still like, what we did was wrong, and if compromise is one, we compromise us all. I'm like, you help conspire to murder a kid. Like, you need to get your shit together. Like, you are going to jail for a very long time if any of this gets found out.
I mean, but you got to remember how this all started too. He was going to turn his son in to begin with, but then it turned into, oh no, this ain't going to be jail. That's going to happen here. There will be death. You know what I mean? So no, but you're right. In the long run, yes, another kid did die and nothing, but at the same time, it was like that circumstance. I don't know what other choice he would have had. You know what I mean? He knew his kid was going to be dead with the Baxter, and then it was.
He's a judge. He could have got a lawyer. He could have got witness protection. Yes. He could have got a lot of stuff.
From the Baxters?
Yes. Your mother-in-law is a senator. You're a judge.
Yes.
Your best friend is running for mayor. They could have took him somewhere and hid him.
Yeah. Mother-in-law alone would have took care of that kid. She would have got the FBI involved in this shit. She would be like, I don't trust the local police because we know they're corrupt. The FBI is coming down here to protect my grandson. Dude, period.
If you ever watched Sopranos, you knew that did not happen. You know how many people try to get away from Tony and try to do the whole thing. You know how many, like, come on now. God, was it even in Godfather when homeboy was trying to go to another state and they found him? You really think the Baxters, in 2020, with everything going on as far as technology and how to find people, you really think?
They got so much technology. Nobody saw this accident in the bloody kid in the middle of the street. There's no surveillance.
Thank you.
There's no cell phone tracking.
Thank you.
No nothing.
Thank you. Nobody did any small basic detective work to be like, did anyone actually see the car accident? Besides this kid saying he did it.
Besides the truck that was driving behind him.
No. The truck's not there. The truck's not there.
It's not. And you will see.
It's an illusion.
You will see that truck is all in that kid's head. Bet and watch. And when it happens, you always say, I told you. I said, I told you.
Is it that so all those gangsters that were in the middle of the street holding their dicks saw nothing.
The dick holders. Where are they at? Like, they put him at the scene of the crime. Like, this is basic shit. Like, not even they go.
Hey, the dog saw it. Where's the crackhead? And what's up with the dog? It's like the dog was laying in the middle of the street. Like, did you at the beginning? When they went to
didn't
talk to
notice
Kofi's family, you saw the little dog in the street.
I didn't.
Okay.
Is that the same dog?
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
there was a.
Oh
Is that
shit!
the same one?
I
I
think the
don't
dog's
know.
gonna crack the case.
Because they
Anyway,
kept zooming in on the dog, and I was like, "Is that the same dog?
Same dog.
Yeah, you're gonna put the dog on the.
The one that was chewing on the dead body?"
Oh yeah, that dog's real. Yeah, it's a street dog. You know. Okay. Anyway, so now that Franny has hurt Adam's heart, now Adam's gonna sleep with the sister of his victim.
I called it.
Michael needs to kill Adam.
Yeah.
I'm tired of him.
Yeah. What I said in the previous episode, I was like, he was going through the pictures, and he saw the pictures of him and the boy he killed and his sister. He's gonna try to get right with the sister, and then they're gonna have a little thing or whatever. It's going to happen.
Yep.
Are they Muslim? I guess.
What?
Are they Muslim? The Baxters?
No. They're Catholic, and she's going through confirmation. But now she's into that. I'm trying to understand the world, and why would God let my brother die? So now she's looking at other religions before she commits herself to the Catholicism.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Why are we talking about versions and?
Because Gina wants her daughter to commit to it. She's like, no, like, I don't believe in God. And then Dad was like, let's try to work this out. And he's like, but Dad, she's like, shut the fuck up and do what I say. Your mama won't let me live down this motorcycle shit. Like, I need a win. Like, just say yes. Just go through the process and then stop being Catholic when you get out the house. I don't care, but I can't stand your mama just nagging in my damn ear.
Go heat up my gazpacho. Like, what?
What? Like,
Like,
that was so stupid. You can't just be like, Andy, talk to my daughter. I need a few minutes. And she's like, Dad, stop being a bitch and just tell you want to talk to me. Don't blame it on mama. Don't blame it on mama. Like, I'm just a messenger. I mean, I lead a criminal organization, but I just need some.
I mean, but
that's talk to you, girl. Can I do that?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be a dad talking to his daughter. And then he goes in the bathroom. I'm like, you ain't got no more birds to kill. Like, he's pacing in the bathroom like he's about to fuck somebody up, right? I'm like, oh, don't let anybody come out. Please don't let anybody come out. He's just gonna beat somebody down. No, he's like, oh, I can't kill this bitch. That's why he's like, I can't kill my wife, but I want to kill my wife. He's like, what can I do? He's like, blow up the house, Frankie. Like, I'm like,
once Carlo gets out of prison, there's gonna be some more bodies to get dropped. You know what I mean? So yeah, there'll be more killing.
I'm just upset. Anyway, it was just funny. Like, Lee was just like, this ain't the time for me to be like. She's like, I love Elizabeth. She was like, so you call him by his first name? When you're on first name basis? She was like, this morning. I felt that was her to be like, when he was up in me this morning. Don't be talking shit, Elizabeth. Like, I thought that was a woman code for like, no, he's mine now. Thank you. Don't be.
Yeah, I think at that point, because she was trying to be respectful at first with her and be like, oh, okay, I see it's a family thing, but when she saw she was coming at her like that, like, yo, I'm sorry, but like anybody that's black know, like, yeah, hey, you try to like restrain yourself and be and try to be respectful, but eventually, like your old grandma side of you comes out, like the whole, like, I mean, you just can't help it. Like at that point, I hate to just use this term, but I had my black moments where I just had to be like, motherfucker, you about to have me come out of pocket now. Like, I try to keep it real. I try to keep it really cool. And now you dealing with the now you dealing with the street shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you saw it on her face. She's like, I was like, I'm just an attorney and I'm blah 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 blah. And then she's like, oh hell nah. Like that, I was waiting for her to be like, oh hell nah. Like,
I felt she came over as a woman. I don't know about a black woman. I think just more as a general woman of, let's not just so far you're gonna push me. Like, yes, I call this man by his first name because he was in my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did you not know that she was a senator? She was like, so, oh, this is my mother-in-law's like, oh, you know what I mean? So did she not know? I guess she's not that, well, not every state necessarily knows their own senators, I guess, but if she's an attorney.
If you're in love with your former boss whose wife got murdered, you might want to know his mother-in-law. I mean, especially if she's a senator. Like, these are not things that I'm sure you talked about it at some point. You know what I'm
saying? I don't know. He doesn't seem to be the type to be talking about his mother-in-law. Remember, she don't get invited to too many parties as it is.
Which is why she's upset. She knows his shit.
Which is why she's here so fast at the school. Like, oh my God, I actually got a phone call about Adam finally. I don't get invited.
Questioning his parenting and shit. I was like, fuck you, man.
Daughter don't be sharing that much with her too.
Huh?
Apparently, her daughter don't be sharing that much about her too. Like, she's like, I never seen these pictures. I'm like, damn. well, Robin trying to keep stuff from you too, huh? Like,
Well, she has every right to question his parenting. He's not doing a good job.
well, who
Dude
is?
was screwing his teacher in his house in the backyard.
He's too busy running.
He's too busy running, peeking at other people's houses
Oh,
to
yeah.
know that your son is screwing his teacher
in the back of your house. He's too busy
running around killing folks all willy nilly.
That's all.
And
Hey,
people involved in his murder cover-up scheme.
No shit. I thought he was gonna run past his son with that body. Like I thought he'd be like taking a jog through the projects, and he's like, Adam, what the hell's happening? It's like, oh, Dad, come here, help me with this. I was just jogging. And Charlie trying to come up on the backs of black folks, trying to be like, well, at least I let you have your basketball net back. What?
What was that about?
What?
So
like, black folks want basketball. Huh?
I don't think it was
migrates to basketball courts. Is that what he's trying to say?
That's
if
what
there's
the
a basketball goal here, there's going to be crime here. So taking down the basketball goal makes the crime go away. They don't have just go to another location.
They don't have a reason to congregate. That's what they're saying. As they play basketball, they come up with crimes.
That's the number one. He said that's where like all bad stuff starts to formulate. Is that
so the bad stuff just stops happening because there's no basketball court to play.
At that point, then that means you gotta get rid of stoops, you gotta get rid of barbershops, you gotta get rid of all kinds of stuff at that point.
Corners, trap houses,
watermelon. Just go down all the fucking like stereotypes. Fuck it. Just be like, I'm sorry. Is that too far?
Dude, not everybody drinking watermelon.
No, I'm just saying it's bullshit.
Stop
black crime, take down the basketball net.
Maybe block parties. Maybe you should. Block party would have been a better answer there, Alex. I mean, like block parties and family reunions. There you go.
It just upset me for these fuckers to be like, black folks play basketball, and when they play basketball, they commit crimes. Well, they eat watermelons, they commit crimes too, huh? Like you got the dance. I mean, like what the fuck? Like that upset me. Like it just upset me. They'll be like, this is some racist shit. My bad.
No, but I mean, poor Charlie.
Poor Charlie.
No, I mean, in the sense of like, well, you know what I mean.
No, please tell me what you mean.
I don't really feel sorry for him. But what I mean is like, all he trying to do is become freaking mayor. He trying to become mayor, and he thought he just helping out a friend. He thinking like it was off of some petty shit, which is why the car needed to disappear. And then find out, oh no, not only did they have to be involved with a murder, but a murder of a freaking Baxter or whatnot. Now he's like, it's like, oh my God, like how's he not saying she just yet? Like
I think it's I think he's like in the contract. I think he says I can't because then like the people are gonna be like, I'm the dude from The Wire. Like he's trying real hard not to be that dude. But everybody knows he's that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't want to necessarily remind everybody, and then.
But you know.
Yeah.
Like if Michael for some reason says I'm the one who knocks, I'm gonna be like, told you.
Multiverse, you know.
He's like, I am the danger. No. Adam's gonna be like, Dad, we're in danger. No, bitch, I'm the danger. I'm the one who knocks.
Malcolm, you better listen to me. I mean, Adam, you better listen to me. You know, like,
man, his first one. What was his wife's name in Breaking Bad?
Oh shit! I can see her. I can see it.
She could die. Well, my point is, she should have died because she was really not helpful, like, and just annoying as shit. Like, I don't know who Robin is, but I need to see a picture of Robin so I care that she's gone. Like, I need to. Is her death going to somehow? Huh?
You did see a picture.
Oh, flashback.
Yeah, the kid had it. As a matter of fact, he had it. Michael had it when they went to the funeral.
All right, so I need to see a flashback. I need to understand why she died, and does her death have something to do with the desires, or does any of this shit matter? Or like, because I'm like, it's not really making a lot of sense. At least you know what? At least Adam had his alibi down though. Like he knew it. Like that's actually impressive that he came up with those many details, knowing he's lying his ass off, and like it was all working out. And I really like that. I think Michael actually should probably tell Elizabeth the truth, to be like, look, since you're committed to our, your grandson's future, you will be jailed, go to jail, or be murdered if this shit comes out, and we need your help. Like, I think she might be an ally.
I don't know. Not with her. I don't know. Yeah, like she has love for her grandson, but I don't trust her. She's like, I just don't. I just don't. For one, she's not a fan of Michael. So like, if anything, I mean, yeah, she'll protect her grandson, but maybe she'll try to flip it and make it seem like Michael was involved instead, something. I don't know. Or be like, okay, I'll protect you, but then you gotta give me full custody of Adam or something like that.
He's 18.
He's almost 18.
Yeah, he either is 18 or is almost 18.
Yeah, all right, then you got to give me full custody for the next 4 months or something. You know what I mean?
Because apparently you don't know he's boning his teacher. As good as Elizabeth is, I need her. That's what should have happened. Elizabeth Sherlock homeboy should have been like, he's fucking that teacher. Like, why would he fight his friend? Because the conversation was, why would he fight his best friend over a photography discussion? That don't even make sense. She should have been like, he couldn't be having sex with his teacher. Like I want to see her put that mind and put it on Adam and be like, no, he's having sex. There's something going on at that school, and more than just. She's like, no, he's upset over the loss of. She's still grieving her daughter, and I totally understand that. So is a year? We'll wrap this up. Is a year too long? Long enough before you move on? Like, is that? What do you think?
It depends.
I'm gonna say yeah. It depends.
We don't know how she died, do we?
Does that matter?
Yeah.
So if she died of natural causes, a year is fine. But if she was murdered, you think?
No. If you have cancer and you go through the process of dealing with that, and then they die, okay. If she's like brutally murdered and kidnapped and tortured and body parts strewn over New Orleans, it would take a while.
Well,
or if it's like the popular theory of she got murdered in this random town up one side of the tracks because she was seeing her lover over there, and then it came out after she was gunned down and whatnot. Then you're gonna
just go some drugs or something.
Yeah, then you're gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean?
All right.
And especially if it's not solved, because we haven't heard like if she was murdered, did the person get caught? Are they still out there?
No,
why were these black people so mad at
That's
Adam?
what I'm saying. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're already on the verge of having a divorce to begin with. That's the thing. They could have already been on the verge. So maybe that'll come out.
So a verge of what? I don't get it.
Verge of a divorce.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I get it. Okay.
So I'm saying maybe that would come out.
Because maybe that's where the intern story come from. I don't know. We got to figure out. Anyway, what's up, Stacey?
Maybe Lee did it.
Why you say that?
Maybe she killed the wife so she can get to Michael.
I would possibly go with that if she was local, but she moved, she became like a corporate lawyer somewhere else.
Yeah, after she killed him, she had to get away.
Okay, all right. If that's how much she wanted Michael, that would be an interesting story. When it's all said and done, like after they get rid of the Baxters, and then the mystery of the dead wife is never solved. So Michael and Lee are out there on the front porch a year later, just loving each other, and she's like, I killed that bitch. Like what?
Yeah, she went to the house to have a discussion with the wife. They were having dinner. The wife started choking. The water bottle was here, so she just scooted it to the other side of the table and let the wife die. Problem solved.
A house divided. Hilarious. Thank you, Stacey. That was good. She follows her. She was having an argument. Wife says, "I know you boning my husband." She says, "No, I'm not. It's not like that." She's like, "Get out of here." She goes to investigate because she's some kind of criminal investigator or photographer or some shit. She follows her to the projects. She says, "Oh, she's in the projects. I kill her here. No one's gonna care. They'll just blame all these other black people." She shoots her there. Bam.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. Now the whole black folks are thinking you blaming us for something this light-skinned woman did. So when she goes to the projects to investigate, they're like, "Hey, that's you. I remember you." And then there you go. And then she gets chased down with the guys holding the dicks, and they chase her down. And they're like, "You did it." I'm like, "Got it." Solved. Anyway, I'm just saying it was a lot unnecessary penis holding in the show. Charlie,
more penis holding when Adam and Mrs. Baxter, the homegirl Baxter, is going to hook up. They're going to hook up.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. And then once again, Michael's going to be pissed. Michael, what? I really feel sorry for that dude. Every single time he tries to do something to protect him, like Adam Rose always like, let me go this way and just make your life even more complicated, Dad. Like, wait, what are you doing? That's gonna be another complication. That's gonna be another complication. Like, oh, you got a new girl in your life? It's like, you see, this is a Baxter. Like, what are you doing? It's like, no, he's literally going to turn into Walter White. He's going to pull his hair out. He's gonna pull his hair out and go bald because of all that stress that this damn kid is causing him.
He's gonna end up with cancer. Adam is stressing him out so much he's gonna have cancer, and Lee's gonna have to nurse him. Maybe he confesses to Lee, and then Lee says, I love you so much, I'm gonna help you out. They help you get
Bryan Cranston. I just realized this. Bryan Cranston in every movie and even show and movie, even like including Godzilla, Malcolm, he always has knucklehead boys. Like even in Breaking Bad, like what's his son's name? Who kept getting in trouble? Was like, hey, I could do it stuff. I could drive when he's like, I'm gonna go with Uncle Hank or whatever. He's like, no, I said no, don't go with your Uncle Hank or whatever. What are you doing? All this other stuff. He like, yo, keep your boys intact there, Brian. Like,
and don't get him
Godzilla. He's like, no, don't go, no. I know you're the one soldier or whatnot in my life there, son. But no, he's not doing good with boys. He needs to just, for one, Bryan Cranston just needs to have a girl, and life would probably be settled.
And it depends what show you watch. You watch Ray Donovan, most other shows, the daughter is the biggest piece. The biggest problem in those families. It's always the daughter.
That's right. I forgot about Ray Donovan. Yep, that's
Dude,
right.
I mean, just the Americans, the daughter, it's the fucking daughter. It's like it's the daughter is just like, so much struggle. Yeah. That's why we keep with boys. You kind of deal with it. You expect it. When that girl, like right now, who's causing problems in the Baxter home?
The daughter. Or Carlo, technically. Carlo is really kind of causing problems, really, in prison. And when Carlo gets released, Carlo's the son.
No. He was fine. He was fine for the family. I'm talking about like upheaving the family. Right now, the Gina and Tommy are fighting over the daughter.
She's upheaving because of her because she's questioning her religion. That ain't no damn upheaving. And then all of a sudden, like, what? They're going to get mad at her because she's vaping at her brother's like.
Gina is flipping out, causing him to flip out, and now he's in the bathroom about to break somebody because he's like, the daughter just won't listen. So he's like, this is blow up somebody's house.
I think she just
did he get a hand job that night? Because she was like all rubbing and stuff. I was like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was sitting when he was smiling and everything, like I guess he could see the plume of smoke somehow from his build, which is bullshit. But anyway, he was like,
my God, really? Is that what you?
And Gina comes up behind him. I was like,
no. First off, they didn't see the damn plume of smoke from all the way in that freaking distance.
But I'm saying he was smiling like he knew he accomplished something. That's what I'm saying. Before he was definitely like, hi. I was like, why the fuck are you smiling? And I was like,
because like she said, we do one big message and then we're done. So I think that was just more of like, okay, that closes that chapter. I think that's what that was like. Okay, we're done with that chapter, or so they think.
I think she touched it. But anyway, we'll see what happens next week. My bad. All right, so guys. Maybe I was going too far. My bad. Oh.
If this was the Tyler Perry show, I would agree with you.
Oh. Or Holly.
Crazy, huh?
Holly would give him a hand job over that.
Jesus.
She would have.
I need to start watching different. Well, hell, I watch Power, so I'm part of the problem too. So that's all right.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The president got some. That's right. Please let Tyler Perry touch this plot. I mean, it's all right. It's all right right now. It's making progress. Yeah, anyway, guys. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. See what happens. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like on the video, comment on the video, share the video. What do you think is gonna have this thing? Huh?
See you next year, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Our next video will be next year. Thank you for all of us who joined.
Year.
It's New Year.
Tomorrow.
What? Oh, well, I mean, for your honor, it's going to be next week. Like, if someone just follows us for that, we're not off for the channel. Yes. Well, anyway, so I'll say for your honor, it will be next year. If you're part of this channel, you will see us tomorrow because we got some Urban Movie Channel stuff to review. Silliness, but we're gonna do it because we're committed. So you got anything else you guys want us to view? You got some recommendations because this show's about to wrap up. Huh?
Wonder Woman, Soul.
Please we gotta do that. We gotta do Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Soul.
The Disney.
Soul. I'm not doing. I'm sorry.
Soul. That was really.
I'll do cartoon movies, man. But just not my thing. But we can talk about Wonder Woman.
I'll review it then. He'll ask me questions. I'll review it.
All right, fine. Anyway, guys, we're going to do all that. But thank you so much. And we will see you again.